Hello pool players, hello everyone, welcome back again to another video from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is ApexElgenio, your aspiring professional pool player, pool instructor and pool commentator straight out of the small island of Jamaica here in the Caribbean. And of course I have a matchup here for you today, an incredible match that is against young Prodigy that came from nowhere literally. I was just in the pool hall watching him play one day, and I'm gonna share with you, pardon me, some interesting facets about this young man game. Of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions, comments down below. Motivate this young man to become the best version of himself here. But I want to start off here by sharing with you some clips from the actual matchup here. There were some high moments, some little low moments as well, but I want to give you more than 10 reasons why you need to watch this full video. As you've seen there on screen, we have kick shots being made and getting lucky to play safe, and we are in fact playing 8-ball, which is not a game that I primarily teach here on my channel, but of course this is the game that I grew up learning how to play. So 8-ball was the game of choice when I was growing up earlier at the age of 19 and 20. Now here you're seeing where I actually run out a rack and I land a little bit awkward there on the 8. And you can see missing that 8. I believe the score at that point was 1-0, or I believe it was 1. I'm not sure. It was just the beginning of the match. There again, I played a shot, played myself short side position and kicking that 8-ball one rail into the corner. That was a beautiful shot to get me settled. I did in fact get another hook on the 8, and I almost again used that trapezium kick system there. Now again, I land a little bit funny here on the 8 and doing a slight little half massage there to pocket the 8. Now here's also a wrap that came later on into the match where I had to play a billiard off the face of the 7. Didn't give me any good justice there, tied up the 9, but I pulled out that immaculate skill that I garnered about 10 years ago, the jump shot. And this jump shot here, look at this here guys, boom, breaking out the 9 there. Ofcourse actually makes jump shots look very much more doable because of his immense ability. Of course there were lapses in the game as well where I landed on the 8 and I missed that easy shot. There were jump shots that were missed, shots that are well in my capability, and there were moments where I just got a little bit flustered, kicking without systematic approach, which is definitely not my style of play. There were also heartbreaking misses during the match, and there was just occasions where, for example here, where he should have called the shot. I'm not so sure why he didn't call it, even though it looked like it may pocket the 8. It actually caromed off the 8, so that was also, I could not believe. And here of course I had to end this video here, this section of the video, with this impeccable shot. I could not believe my eyes when I saw him. I literally taught him how to do jump shots about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and there you can see we're drawing a little bit of attention here, and he's measuring up. I'm not even sure if his form is right, but I can tell you guys this was a perfectly executed jump shot. Ofcourse would be very, very proud there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot there by Daniel King. 18 years of age. Literally don't know where he came from, but he's definitely the first signed player to, this is the first player that I've really had, like, I've definitely just been watching a lot of players playing pool over the years, and you have some very good pool players, but this young man, absolutely, I don't know how or when he learned how to play this game, but I literally met him a few months ago, and I believe that he is in fact the future of pool here in Mandeville. I believe that he has an immense talent, and he's gonna get very, very, very far with a lot of dedication, consistency, precision, and you will see how his analytical ability here on the table, it is, it just gives me hope for pool that this young man here is one for the future, one to watch. Daniel King, the sniper here. Now let's start off here with his break shot here, and he has a really nice consistent break, as you will see throughout this match. He always, I believe he breaks into the head ball from about the 3rd diamond. it goes into the side rail and it comes back towards the center. So he generally usually, I believe he has like a 45-55% pot success on the break, where he always pockets the ball, but then he always leaves a little bit of cluster here. Now of course, this is actually my first competitive match. It was live on TikTok. It was in fact live on YouTube as well. And this is the edited version that you're getting with the voiceover commentary here. So of course, this is 6 weeks. As you can see, the environment around which I usually do my videos has changed slightly. You can see there is a nice development in the environment there. Nice shot there. I don't think that was intended. I was actually drawing for the 4 ball that's tucked up behind the 13, but the cue ball got away from me here a little bit. And of course, I'm still in prime position here. Just have to just settle myself here, keeping everything simple. Now, as I was saying, guys, upon actually coming into this match, I have not played a competitive match for about 6 weeks, because the environment had closed down for a few weeks for refurbishment. And of course, upon return, the table started to give a little bit of a weird reaction. There was some drift in the table, so the condition of the table was not premier, wasn't top form. So you're gonna see some funny little stuff happening on the table that usually didn't happen here. Beautiful shot there by ApexElgenio. Definitely wanted to leave that 5, but that 5 ball went down with the 6, I believe, here. Now I do have that 4 ball that's tucked up behind the 13, and you can see that I'm picking my spot on the side rail here. And the idea here is that I'm going to be using the nails fine yo-yo drill. Now this is, I can't say for certain what the angle is, but if I can just use a little bit of low right spin, I can stun with a nice speed here. Beautiful shot there. Beautiful control there on the cue ball by ApexElgenio. So it's I'm off to a fairly good start. I'm not really settled. I'm comfortable because the disparity between the skill set of both players, I do have a little bit of leniency in terms of, being comfortable, having the experience over this young man. So I can allow myself to be a little bit loose. If I was playing with a much stronger player, I might have needed to be a little bit more precise here. Now, I don't like the position on the 4. I can make it past the 13, but I don't like the position on the 4 to get back for that ball that you see I'm aiming at. I don't see what I think that's the 6 ball maybe. So I'm going to try to stun pass. I'm trying to go in between the 15 and that ball on the short rail. So maybe stun follow maybe. Ooh, almost hit the scratch. Still got a little bit lucky there. You can see just the exasperation there on my face. It is imperative that I get off to a really comfortable start. He is in fact a young amateur player. He has never played in a tournament. He doesn't have the experience of being on camera. He literally consulted me one day when I was coming from work and said that he wanted to be on the channel, and I let him know, are you ready for what it takes? And he said, yes, I'm ready. And he put in his preparation for this match. So let's see how he performs here. You are going to be stunned by how he plays this game. Now here I have jacked up on the 4 here. I'm gonna have to draw back. Nice to be smooth here. Ooh, that's a nice shot there by ApexElgenio, but wow, overdrawn, wow. And this is what you saw in the earlier start of the video here, where that's how I landed on the 8 here. And it's a tricky pot. Like I said, not the ideal place that you want to be. Again, I want to put a disclaimer out there that this was a challenge match that was issued by Daniel. So I do have a few players here that will think that I may have hustled this young man. We were actually playing for a very minimal wager, and it was only to add that extra here of challenge, because of course, I believe that when a player doesn't play without some sort of wage or something to lose, they do tend to get a little bit complacent, and get a little bit lapsed and kind of just accepting. So we both do not want to lose our wager here, and of course he is challenging me here. Now it was a good attempt there by ApexElgenio, but wow, not very disappointed. I definitely am. I felt like that shot, regardless of how tough it was in my capability. You are going to see some incredible shots that were executed throughout the match. And there were going to be some pivotal moments, some dinky little moments where, you know, the game had, you know, Daniel King got a lot of chances on the table. I feel like, I mean, he was nervous. He did say to me at one point in the match, I believe it's the end of this particular part of the video, he did say to me that he's a little bit nervous. This is his first time. So we had conversations, and you're going to see, guys, as I walk you through this match, one of the most entertaining match that I've played in a while. And it was a really good way for me to come back after 6 weeks where my hand-eye coordination may have been a little bit off due to, you know, I wasn't playing any pool at all. But I was editing a lot of videos, so I kept my head up, I kept the knowledge, and I kept training mentally and theoretically here. So it was a really good, comfortable start for me just to kind of feel out where my stroke actually is here. Now, Daniel King decides, I think he's analyzing the table, and he has made his decision as what he wants to do here. Now, I do apologize that that's a nice stroke there. Did you guys see how smooth he delivered the cue? There was no twist in his elbow. You know, he's very steady. He has very good fundamentals. His stance is pretty good as well. But again, as I said, anything can happen in this game. I did expect him to run this rack out, but there you can see his first blunder, and you can see he is very, very disappointed. He has very high expectations of himself. We've had conversations prior to the match, after the match, 1 week, which is of course now where I'm editing the video. We had conversation. He was very disappointed in himself, and that pretty much brings that rack to the end. Now again, as I said, if it was a stronger player, it's evident that a lot of these racks I may have been punished. But of course, here, as you can see on screen, we had a chat, and one of the things that he pointed out was that he was respectful of everything that I had been doing for his game. And it was just really good for me to play this match. It was a friendly, competitive match, I believe. There was no animosity. I did lapse at some point, and there were occasions in the game where there was a little bit of rush. It was late evening. He's actually coming from school. He's 18 years old, and he's coming from school, and he came straight from school, and he decided to take up the challenge here. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for this young man there. There we have a little paparazzi Taji in the background, taking pictures as we're playing the match. Those pictures you will find posted on my Instagram and my TikTok page. So do not forget to follow, guys. Now, of course, it wasn't the best start there for me, but it's gonna get better as soon as I start to pocket more balls. I'm gonna feel a lot more comfortably here. Beautiful, nice break shot there, nice pop break. And I also want to make mention, guys, of a few of my inconsistencies that I have in my game, and I'm not gonna blame the fact that I haven't played for 6 weeks, but I've had these little inconsistencies in my game, and I really need to take the time out on work on them as well. So here I did get that nice little pop break there. I got a ball down, but I still feel like it wasn't a good efficient hit on the cue ball. But nevertheless, here I'm going to be starting off. I'm going to be potting the 5, maybe drawing into the 3. I don't know. There's a couple of problems. Ball, nice, really nice shot there, and draw off the 3. So let's see, as soon as I'm able to get out of the direction of the camera here. Okay, there, I just realized that I was in front of the camera. Let's see, let's analyze the table here. I don't remember exactly how this match played out, but let's see here. I played the 5, I drew off the 3. No, I'm not sure. Okay, so I have the 4 ball that's near to the 14. So I guess I'm just looking, you know, I'm analyzing the route. It looks like it may come off 2 rails and kind of develop that 6 and 8. So that's what I'm actually looking at here. I'm looking at going 2 cushions. So that's 1, 2. Came a little bit long. Okay, let's see the facial expression here. No facial expression at this point by Apex. So still I'm getting a little bit lucky. You know, it's not a runnable rack. It's not one of those Cosmo racks where, you know, I feel like 8 ball is one of those type of games that it doesn't have, in my opinion, doesn't have as much challenge as 9 ball. But 8 ball, you know, it's just, I don't know. I learned to play pool playing 8 ball, but I kind of fell out of love with 8 ball. But I feel like the game just still has something about it that you need to dive into other aspects of pool disciplines that will definitely, because 8 ball is a tricky game. It's really about, you know, it's more about pattern play and ball pocketing, you know, decision making there. That was a poor shot there by Apex. I have to say, I was very disappointed in myself. And one of the things that I realized also during this match, you can see that I'm sighing there in the background. One of the things that I actually recognized, you know, because I was so comfortable with the fact that I have a higher skill set than Daniel was, is that I was very complacent. I was very complacent, and my pace around the table also was not how you'd usually see me when I'm in training. So, you know, I'm feeling it. Of course, I know that I have a high potential, a high chance of winning. But for me, I think that I wanted to put in a performance for you guys. I wanted you guys to see that everything that I teach you on my channel is in fact something that I've applied in my real game. So, you know, my training, my videos, you're gonna see everything here. I'm gonna bring you back down memory lane to show you some older videos. I'm gonna be pinning those links in the description. You can see a little bit of a disappointment there. I think he had, you know, it was a shot that was in his capabilities. So you can see a little bit of a dip. You know, he really felt that miss, and he knows that he can potentially cost him. So, you know, the rack is open here, but one of the things that I really struggled with in this game, guys, was my pace. You know, I was the production. I was the one that was doing everything. I was editing, pardon me, not editing, but I was the one filming the video. So I had to be watching my environment. I was a little bit distracted, but, you know, whatever that wasn't going to be enough for me to really not concentrate, because I have a lot of experience on the competitive scene. Now the cue ball gave a little bit of a weird reaction as it was drawing back. You can see that it kind of run off. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but that's what I mentioned earlier in the video, where I stated that the match, the table's condition wasn't top tier. So that's one of the things that, you know, have a look at this here, guys. It's coming up and then it starts to turn. Do you see that? It starts to drift. Let's have a look at the replay here. Nice stroke. It was getting in line for the 2 regardless, but you can see that the speed was actually going to take me maybe behind the 11 and leave me with a thinner cut on the 2. But the drift there, you can see just drift into position. So again, as I said, not top tier conditions that we're playing on. The table is okay, but it's not great because of the work that has been done around it. I'm not sure if there may have been some dust for 6 weeks that may have been on it, but I tried cleaning it off as best as I could. And of course, that's the, you know, we have to work with whatever we have here. So not top tier conditions, but conditions that is just about good enough for us to really enjoy the match here. So, you know, getting a chance there, you know, thanks to that drift. The first time in my life I can actually see that I'm happy for the table drifting on me here. No, I did play a little bit of an awkward shot here. I'm able to pop the 6 into the top left, but it's going away from the 8. So you can see that I'm taking my time here, using the Dr. Dave peace sign rule here, just predicting. I'm checking to see if I just kind of just roll this 6, will it scratch? Obviously, because I've gone down, I know that it's not going to scratch, so it should bounce off the rail here, just top side, the side pocket here. Ooh, nice shot. Can I see the 8? I don't know. You can see that I'm looking, and there you can see I'm shaking my head. So I'm gonna have to do a slight little massage, and this of course was one of the highlight shots that you saw earlier in the start of the video here. I'm kind of looking at maybe do I jump the shot. The jump shot is easy, but it's the fact that it's so close to the rail that if I have any amount of speed on it, I might actually jump the cue ball off the table. So I'm just up for the slight swerve here, and you can see my arm. You can see that I'm really out of sync. Look at that turn in the arm here. Have a look at the replay here, guys. I don't know what that was, but that was not the correct way of executing. I must say I did in fact make the shot regardless, but that's something that has crept into my game as well over the course of 6 weeks. So these things do happen when you're not playing the game for a while. You know, you're out of sync. You have the fundamentals. What always saves me, guys, is my fundamental skills. It really, you know, it's just always something I can rely on. I have videos that are on my channel that speaks about the importance of having a good stroke. You know, drills that I've done in the past, you know, drills recommended by Tor Lori, Dr. Dave Billiards, Sharivari. I've done these drills, guys. So when I'm out of sync, I can always rely on my fundamental principles in the game to really get me back in shape. Now, as I said, guys, the disparity between the skill set of ApexElgenio and Daniel King, I have vast amount of success on the professional circuit. Well, pro-am circuit here in Jamaica. I haven't won a major event in a while, a couple of years, because I haven't been really actively on the scene. I've dipped in, dipped out here because I really have been focusing on really getting my game. Of course, you know that the motto of ApexElgenio here is to become the most complete pool player here in Jamaica. And complete, I mean by mastering and having control of every aspect of the game: the kicking, the banking, the jumping, the position play, the pattern play, you know, the playing with spin, all of that. So I have a good game. I feel like I want to rate my game. Let me know, guys, in the comments. Rate my game. What do you think based on the videos that you have watched? Do you, out of a scale of 10? I think my game is at about 60%. And I'm really being really harsh on myself here. 60%. I feel like it's more, but I want to remain humble. And you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think about, you know, how I approach the game there. Now, another yet, that's a scratch. One of the most carnal sins that you can commit in a pool game if you're playing with a strong player. If I was playing with a strong player, I know that there may, you know, there's this young man that is in Jamaica here, also a huge talent here. You would have seen him on the channel. That's Raymar Jarrett. Raymar Jarrett is another immaculate talent. He has won so many tournaments. I should be posting you a picture here of the Raymar Jarrett. There we go. Raymar Jarrett, a talented young player here in Jamaica, and one to look out for. Raymar Jarrett is maybe, I mean, in application sense, he is definitely a cut above the rest. He's a notch above me. Definitely, you know, I have the knowledge, I can execute, but he's a lot more consistent than I am. And he's also invested in training as well. But let's keep our focus here on young Daniel King here. And one of the things that you will recognize in this particular match here is his analytical ability. This is one of the things that really had me thought that he was the best player here to sign to my he's the first player that I feel like I'm going to sign. He's going to wear one of my shirts, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. I have some shirts coming out in 2025, so if you guys would like to cop one, I will be leaving a link to my Instagram where you guys can you can DM me if you need a link to getting those types of shirts. So look out for great things coming on the channel here. But as we are keeping our focus here on Daniel King, look at his analytical ability. He for an 18-year-old who has no who has literally no experience in the competitive field, you can see that he's thinking, he's analyzing everything, he's looking at the problem areas, he's looking at solving the problem areas early, he's checking his fundamentals. Very steady. You can see that he's very balanced around the table as well. Nice shot there. Let's see what he gets himself here into. I'm not certain. Has he left himself a shot? Nah, his body language is saying differently. But even though he has himself in a little bit of a predicament here, he's not really, you know, he's just looking, eyeing up the shot, you know, taking his time. This was not a timed match, so I do apologize, guys, if you think that maybe occasionally both Daniel King and myself here did take a little bit of time to play our shots. But let's see here. Let's see what, I'm not sure, can he see the 15? Oh, he plays the combination. That's really nice. That's a nice shot. Well settled. Well calculated shot there by Daniel King. And he really, I feel like he's just easy on the eye. He's very calm around the table. You know, he's a lot more settled. I can tell you that's the era of the game that he really defeated me in. He was very calm, very subtle around the table. You know, he's very easy. I'm not sure if because he was nervous, but he was very calm. I could not believe when he told me that he was very, very nervous during this match. But wow, it doesn't show, it's not giving any signs of nerves. You know, he knows he has a problem to solve on that 12. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Daniel King, I believe he did tell me about a month and a half ago, I think it was about 2 months ago, that he told me that he had some problems drawing the cue ball. So I'm not sure. Definitely it showed up here. It showed up there, right there. He showed up that he has some problems with draw shots. And I'm not sure, maybe it's something that he has not practiced. So Daniel King, if you are watching this video, definitely let me know in the comments, has your draw shot improved since the last time we spoke? I don't know, but maybe it was just a miss. Maybe sometimes you're playing the game and you're not sure exactly. He doesn't have a full complete plan of how he's going to try to develop that 12. But let's see here. It's jacked up against the corner pocket. Oh, let's see. Oh, beautiful stroke there. Wow, what a shot. Really nice shot there by Daniel King. So smooth. Wow. So smooth. I'm very impressed. And even though he has himself here in a bind, you can see how calm he is around the table. You guys would have seen a lot of amateur level players shown here on the channel. You have well, not amateur, because all those players, they are significantly better than Daniel King in terms of experience. So the players that you saw, like St. Clair Swaby, Kevron Campbell, you also saw the likes of Shane Green. Shane Green is an immaculate player as well. Definitely a player that has a great potential as well in the game of pool. But there are just certain levels to the game that requires you to, there's something else that the game requires. And I feel like that's one of the things that a lot of players in general that are around me, in general, they lack that extra oomph needed to really propel their game. And Daniel is showing signs. He is taking quite a bit of time to really execute the shot. But I enjoyed this part of the game as I was observing him. You can see that he's looking at, what can he do? Can he create some sort of shot? What kind of safety can he play? I really enjoyed this aspect of Daniel King's analytical ability here. And this is something that I don't see a lot of the players do. They kind of just like get down, shoot a shot. I mean, considering that I have a very high skill set, in my opinion, I believe that if the game is anywhere slightly open, he will be punished. But let's see what he comes up with here. I'm not sure, was he trying to play? I'm not sure if it was clear. Maybe he was very concerned about how he's going to get back on the 8. So I'm not sure if he was playing a shot, or was this particular shot that he left me here, it was intended. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I think it gives off like he was going for the shot, but he will let us know in the comments if he was actually going for that 12 here. No, one of the things that I really have developed in my game as well, I'm generally a defensive type of player. I usually don't just go for big shots, or take for example here, beautiful stroke there, didn't really get into the cue ball. I wanted to draw back for the 7. I got some draw, but it wasn't enough. Needed a smoother stroke. And considering that I'm 6 weeks out, not actively, I think that was a really good shot that I had executed here. But still in a little bit of a tricky bind here. The cue ball is not in the most dinky position here. I would love for the cue ball to be where I can just get a couple of easy shots off. But I've been working on my stroke a lot. You guys can check out my stroke drill video that I learned from Tor Lori. I will leave a link pin in the description. But that drill really helped me to get stuff done like this here. Wow, you can see that little bit of a drift there, almost getting me too close to that side pocket. And that would have been detrimental because the score is 2-0. And Daniel King is, he just needs to keep himself calm. One of the things I liked about how you're not seeing him here, but he is actually sitting in his chair. He's not moving, he's not looking antsy, he's just very easy and just waiting for his chance here. So getting a couple shots off, really nice. The usual typical ApexElgenio here, shot making Prodigy. This is, I feel like I'm mastering. I don't want to say I'm a master, but I'm mastering a lot of the different departments of the game. And I have to give thanks to that decision that I made in 2019 of investing my time into 9-ball. 9-ball really improved my 8-ball game by at least 45%. So one of the things that I really got into here, really nice stroke there by ApexElgenio. A little bit of a friendly nudge there on the 6. I'm not sure if it hurts my position. You can see I'm just looking at the 5. Okay, so the 5 is top side, the 8. The 5 only has a pocket into the pocket where I'm aiming from. So I'm not certain. The 7-ball is down. I'm a little bit flat. The angle on the 6 is not enough. If I had a little bit more angle, I could have played back for the 7 and then kind of work my way back to the 5. But I think it's easier if I just kind of roll up now. I kind of land a hair short maybe. Let's see my body reaction. Yeah, definitely rolled a hair short. Would have loved to be a little bit higher so I could just transition to the 7. Okay, now you can see, Daniel King is like a hawk here on the fence, just waiting for a mess up. He only has a ball left on the table. So it's going to be very, very interesting here to see. I'm trying to look to see if I can roll through, maybe go around, settle. I don't think that I want that shot. Not here, not now. A lot of pros would actually do that. They would settle for a longer pot. The longer pot is more difficult. But I felt like I should. I think, in my opinion, as opposed to going for this shot, which was very, very difficult. You can see that I used inside draw there. And the inside draw, because of the spin, I didn't compensate properly for the potting angle. So I missed that shot. And it looks as if I'm in a good position, but I'm actually not. Because Daniel King here, his ball is on the opposite rail from where my balls are. So all he has to do here is just stay in control. Just tap down a little bit of a safety here. Maybe get the 12 ball off the rail. And perhaps you want to get the snooker here. You want to put me in a position to really jump the shot to open the table. So if he can hide me behind the 8 and leave me with a jump, that would be good. But it's still not going to leave anything too offensive. And again, it's the drift. You can see, I'm not sure. He doesn't give the reaction like the drift affected him here. But I don't think that he's able to really see. He has left me with a tough pot. A bank at that. So he has left me with a bank here. And I'm measuring up the bank. Because as much as how he has left me in a tough position to pot the ball, I can play a two-way shot. You can see I called the bank here. And if I can just if I can bank this ball and draw the shots, you guys can check out my full table bank video. That is pinned in the description of this video as well. I'm going to try to stunge run. If I can just hold it here, bank the 5, hold it. Woo! Wow. I banked the shot, but I scratched. Crazy. It was such a nice delivery, but look at the stun. Oh, it's the stun. I made the pot. Let me know, guys. Do you think that was a drift that affected that, or was it that I actually stunned into the pocket? Like I was dumbfounded. You can see that I have my hand here at my chin, and this is what Daniel King has been waiting for. Just that little lapse, that little mistake, and this is something that have haunted me for years, guys. I have that odd mistake that usually happens very early and sets me behind, or it happens at a crucial point in the game and my opponent takes advantage and runs right past me, or I may be on the hill and I just have that pivotal shot that I have to play and I missed it, and then my opponent just pounce on me. So that's something that has affected me in this game as well. So there is 2 things that I really felt like let me down in this game, and it was my pace around the table and my aggression. I'm very, very I've become so aggressive over the past year. I'm not afraid of shots. I've been accused of being too much of a defensive player, and my shot making is good. it has become better, but it's really good. I'm really fascinated about the kicking, the defensive part of the game, the creative aspect of the game there. But of course, there Daniel King taking rack number 3 and closing the margin from a 2-0 deficit to now a 2-1 deficit there. So he should be a little bit more calm. He's gonna he has won a rack, and he has a lot of respect for me. He has said it every time he sees me. He says, Apex, I just really admire your game. He really admires how I'm dedicated, how I put a lot of work into the game. I don't get a lot of recognition from a lot of the players here in Jamaica. I feel like a lot of persons just know that I'm a good player, but because I haven't won a lot of tournaments, I don't get that respect that I think that I deserve. But thanks to you guys that are all over the world, in Philippines, in Canada, in the United States, I have some really nice commenters on here on the channel. Mike Billiards, I have a couple of other players as well. You all know yourselves. I believe you have Cos9. You're a really good commenter on my channel as well. And I have GeoBlue is also a nice commenter here on my channel. So thanks to you guys. I don't get all the respect that I deserve here in Jamaica, but you guys all over the world have made it possible for me to get my game to this level, and I'm happy that you guys have subscribed to my channel. And we're just going to learn and improve with precision, accuracy, consistency, and control each and every day. We learn together, we grow together, we fail together, we are successful together there. So Daniel King getting himself settled, nice break shot there, I believe, getting a ball down, and once again he's in that analytical phase there, lining up his shots. He's a nice break here, open table, so he's in a good position here. The 13 ball potentially is his only problem, but I believe he has the angle on the 13. Now I believe he has the angle on the 9 to either maybe slide past the 12, or maybe I'm not sure what he's doing here. Okay, so he's just rolling forward for the 12, or is that the 10 ball, I believe. So he's gonna roll forward for that 10, and you can see he's just checking the angles. This is what I love about his game. He's so calm, so subtle, and I definitely have to say, over the past 10 years, since you guys may have met a young player by the name of Orion Roden Spades, we've not had a chance to have some really good matchups here on the channel. But I have a few videos with Spades, and he rose from Mandeville as one of the top tier players here in Jamaica and made a name for himself. And since then, I've really not seen any naturally talented players like Daniel King and Spades. Spades is a natural player. He's not a systematic type of theoretical type of player like I am, but he is very good at this game. And I would love, if you guys would like to see a matchup between myself and Orion Roden, let me know in the comments, guys. I'd love to set up a match between Spades. He is a true talent here. But let's keep the focus here on young Daniel King. He has fallen a little short. And this particular shot here is, he is really in a position where he has to try to, lead me with a little bit of an uncomfortable shot here. It's not a case where he can really play like a safety. He maybe can kick, but you can see that he's not even looking at the potentiality of kicking this 13, because let's say that hypothetically that you were able to kick the 13, is the case that you may get position. The 14 ball is tucked up on the short rail there beside the 1, and he's looking at the 14 as well, and I'm not sure, is he looking for the aggressive cut? Oh, this is insane. I don't know if this is really the shot. I did tell you guys that I'm going to highlight areas of the game that we both fell short, so I'm not sure why he's going for this thin cut here, but if he makes it, it's absolutely brilliant. If he makes the shot, ooh, he missed it. He has missed that shot, and that could prove really a huge blunder. I definitely think I would not have gone for that shot. I'm not sure what you guys would have done. Would you have gone for that aggressive putt? I don't think that was the right shot. But Daniel King, you are watching the video, so you can let us know. I don't think that was the right. I felt like you should have perhaps played a safety here, but we can't cry over spilt milk. We have to just get going here. There you can see that part of the table there has a slight little drift, little bit of a drift. You can see that I walked around just a little bit, not too comfortable. Table is playing a little bit weird, leaving myself awkwardly on certain pots. You want to just keep everything as simple as possible. But I'm still in a good position here. Just can cut this one ball here and just float into position, just as how the drift on the table actually affected me here. I believe that the drift also helped me there. You can see that I was actually going into the 14, but the drift at that part of the table, remember that shot earlier where I played stun rail and it drift towards the 2 to give me perfect position. I believe it was rack number 1 or 2, I believe. It happened again there and it gave me a shot on the 5. So the drift didn't give me the ideal position that I want, but it really compensated itself here and gave me back position there on that 5. So now I have the 7 ball here and I have the 3. Now pivotal moment in the game here, pivotal moment here. I have the 2 ball. I'm looking to see, do I play the 3 first, then the 2? The 7 is tricky, so I'm gonna play the 2, stun out potentially for the... Okay, so I didn't really need to move. I just kind of left myself with an angle here on the 3. So I'm looking to see, can I pass the 7? I'm looking, shaking my head. Don't seem too concerned. So just by my body language there alone, I can tell you that I'm actually able to pot the 7. But I just need to ensure that I'm off the rail. I don't want to have to bridge on the rail. It's going to make the pot difficult. I need to get some sort of leverage off the rail where I can stun over for the 4 that is on the right rail there. So let's see. A beautiful shot there by ApexElgenio. What a shot. That's nice. Really nice control. Getting that leverage that I need. And I do have the angle. So I can play the 4 and the 7, pardon me. Just checking to see, maybe just a here. I just need to escape this 8. It's a difficult part. It's because it's not clear. As you can see, slightly jacking up. Stunning over. That would be nice if we could stun over. Oh, that's a beautiful shot there. Really, really nice control on that shot. And the drift almost got me. I remembered that shot also as well, guys. The drift almost got me. But here again, big blunder. Look at that. Oh dear. Wow. That is a disappointing shot there by ApexElgenio. This is my second blunder. I'm not sure I won. My objective was to stun over, but I was considering, why did I not roll up? I really don't like to play short side position unless I have to. But I could have rolled up. The angle was not that steep. I could have rolled up, maybe take a thinner cut on the 8. But here you can see a thumbnail of my trapezium kick system video that I released about 2 years ago. Check that out, guys, and I'm gonna bring you back down memory lane as I had promised you here. Let's take a moment to have a look at what occurred during this rack about a year and a half ago. 5 only as a pocket into the side, and that's after I pocket the 1. But here's where a little bit of unfortunate circumstance has reached me. I was trying to play the 2. As you can see, you have to nudge into the 5, which is nice, but then the cue ball rolled up onto the 3. Now, okay, so I remember this match, guys. I believe this was a match. This was a tournament. I actually won this tournament about a year and a half ago. I was playing with a young man by the name of Johnson, and he visited us from Christiana, and we were playing this match. So let's see here. I ended up in a tricky position, but let's see. I've already started attacking. I think that the replay froze. Okay, here we go. We're back at it. So I'm calling the kick on the 6. Interesting. Okay, the usual ApexElgenio there. Nice shot. Right. Oh yes, and do you guys remember this moment here? This still stands out of one of my greatest This is just wow. This just brings back so many goosebumps, guys. I would love for you guys to really take the time out to watch the full match. I'm gonna leave a pin linked in the description. I'm gonna leave a link pinned, pardon me, in the description of this video. You guys check this match out. 15 racks straight. Let's take a moment. Let's listen to the background, the noise in the background after the shot, guys. No one knew what I was doing. I learned this system from Dr. Q here. Let's have a look. Oh wow, that's my best friend there in the background that's clapping, Sanjay. He was the only one that's clapping, and I don't think anybody had any idea. And you can see that this, oh wow, I don't know, guys. Let's get back into the commentary. It just brings back so many memories, as I was playing that shot here. And now I decided to do it again, and you can see that it's the same kind of procedure that I use. If you guys would like to learn this system, it's one of the most accurate one-rail kick system that is out there on the market. The trapezium, I believe Dr. Q calls it the 7-pocket kick system. Not sure why it's called that, but let me know, guys, if you know what the 7-pocket kick system is. I just labeled it a trapezium kick because the kicking angle gives off a trapezium shape on the table. But check that out, guys, and let me know in the comments. Let's see here. So I'm measuring up, parallel shifting over, I'm calling it, and it's the same kind of attitude that I have. And I actually have another. Oh wow. Beautiful shot there by ApexElgenio. I believe that works a replay here. On a table that is a little bit uncertain, that was a clean kick. Very well calculated there by ApexElgenio. Wow. Impressive shot there. Impressive shot to take a 3-1 lead. And I can tell you guys, I definitely felt very settled after that shot. Daniel King got away with a rack earlier, where I literally banked that ball and scratched, and it really stung me. So that kick shot was like a get back for that bank shot that I missed, that I made and scratched. So feeling really good, guys. Beautiful shot. Let me know your comments, guys, down in the comment section. And if you are enjoying this video, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Share this out. Share your favorite part of this video out to your pool community. You don't have to share the entire video. Just share a portion, what you liked about this match, and send some positive words to the youngster, to the young man Daniel King. Once he read these comments, he's going to feel motivated to become the best version of himself. So he and I will be on the road coming 2025. I will try to take him to as much events as I'm going to next year. So let's see here. Definitely going to be featuring this young man. We have a rematch coming up as well, but let's see here. It is rack number 5. Top break there again on the 8-ball, and I have to also talk to you. I think later on I'm going to do a quick little assessment on my break, because also the break shot is a part of the game that I have struggled with a lot as well. I'm going to be very hard on myself. I have a very lazy type of break. I have the knowledge. I'm going to be sharing some links with you later on in the video from Dr. Dave, where he spoke about 8-ball break cheat codes and stuff like that. But I feel like my break shot is a part of the game that I really haven't spent a lot of time on. And I feel like a lot of my 8-ball racks that I've lost are not necessarily due to my inability to do certain things, but it is in fact a part of the game that I have not worked on at all. I've done a few break shot practice, but I don't have the luxury of having a table at my home. I have to go out into the town, and I have to literally practice in front of person. So it's a challenge, but I'm willing to take on the challenge here and just work with whatever the table offers me here. So this is what makes ApexElgenio, his ability to really surge on, calculate out a run out on 8, 9 or 10 ball here. So starting out by potting the stripe. Couple of problems still in this rack here. The 15 ball, I'm not so certain if it passes the 3. I have the 10 ball here. I'm kind of bridging over the 6. I'm a 5 feet 2.5 inches tall young man. I'm playing on an 8-foot table that is about a 4-inch pocket. it's about a 4-inch pocket, so you know, misses are inexcusable on this size table. In my opinion, I believe you can miss, but you should only miss really tough pots, not easy pots. So when you miss a pot on a table like this, you have to know that it's something that you have to really start looking into in your games, not the environment or your nerves. It's just your out of practice there. Now I tried to be a little bit cheeky with that shot. I didn't have the angle, but you can see that the cue ball did a little funny reaction there into the corner pocket. You know, I was looking to just kind of come between the 5 and the 7, as you can see I'm pointing there. I wanted to really come for that 10, but you know, got lucky and also got a little bit unfortunate as well, because I'm now snookered on the 9. I'm not sure, can the 9 pass? I'm not certain. No, I'm taking out the jump cue, so this is the first time you're going to be seeing me do a jump shot. I'm hoping that I can at least make a jump shot for you in this match. I don't want to spoil a surprise, but I have to spoil it, guys. I had a few beautiful good jump shots, some lucky jump shots in this match as well, but one particular one is coming later on in the video. So if you guys are at this far in the video, stay tuned, guys. You're gonna see some spectacular, pardon me, fireworks in this match here. But I'm jumping out of safety, and a funny little reaction there. Let's have a look at the replay here. Cue ball hops into the air. Let's see what happens. Oh, it pops into the 15. Okay, so it did not touch the table, it just popped into the head of the object ball. So that's what gave it that pop. Now had that ball gone off the table, Daniel King would have gotten a ball in hand. So get a little bit lucky there, you know, getting myself out of that tricky little snooker there. I believe the 9 ball is tied up with the 1, so I have a couple problems. I'm hoping that Daniel King will make an error at some point here. I just really like this young man's stroke. He's just so very steady around the table. Look at the cue delivery. So smooth. So smooth. He doesn't have that, you know, a lot of players play. If you observe a lot of amateur level players that are potentially at his skill level, even players that are higher than his level in terms of experience, they do have that little wobbleness in their stroke. I have it as well. You saw me earlier when I was doing a little bit of a massage. I turned my arm, you know, the nerves got me there. I can tell you that much, because, you know, that was a good out, and you know, just to land there on the 8 is, you know, heartbreaking. But, you know, I got through there. You know, sometimes your bad habits are not going to overpower your training. Let's see, Daniel King, so steady, so smooth, as I said, guys, really nice. I just love his aura around the table. There again. Wow, how did he miss that? I was actually very shocked. You can see that I went to have a drink and I turned around and he said that he missed the shot. So I was very surprised at, you know, him missing that shot. Maybe it's the nerves. I did play a beautiful kick shot there, so maybe that's still in his mind, you know. But here I have a thin cut. I have videos on these types of shots as well, guys, so check out that. Everything that you see me execute in this match here, I have lessons on it. So if you guys don't know what to look for, beautiful clean cut there, missing the 6 perfectly. Had I grazed that 6, that could have been problematic, but missed that 6 perfectly, landing here for the 13. And now, am I in position? I still have the problem with the 9, so I'm looking. Let's see here. I'm maybe going to stun up. Not sure if the angle is there to go behind the 6, or am I going to come out 2 rails? I don't know. Looking like I'm coming out 2 rails. I'm coming out 1 rail into the middle of the table. Okay, so that's where I kind of aim, but I don't know. Okay, so that's not the 9. I don't know, I got confused earlier. I thought I had a 9 ball tied up, but this is an out. This is an out here by ApexElgenio. Really nice. Stun. Coming out. Okay, so it's the 9. Because I knew it was the 9. I was a little bit confused. It was the 9. So it is the 9. The 9 ball is tucked up behind the 1. So now I'm just going to go 2 reels maybe. Oh yes, I remember this shot, guys. My aim here is to pop the 9 and come 2 reels back out for the 8. It's a cheeky little shot. Speed control. Let's see here. Let's see. Willing it to touch. Let's have a look at the replay here. I'm kind of willing the cue ball here to stop. Coming off 2 cushions. Let's have a look. Beautiful stroke. Coming off 2 cushions. I just wanted to catch into the 5. Let's see. Dipping. Oh, just wedged up on the 5. Heartbreaking there. I can tell you, I felt that one stung, because I literally executed the shot almost too perfect. Wow, I could have at least got a roll there, pool gods. Wow. So now I've landed back into that position that got me to 3-1. So it's back to back here. Let's see if my calculation is precise. A lot of you guys may think that, I don't know if you guys think that the systems that I teach here on my channel, if I do them in the real game, you are witnessing it for yourselves live here. I am, in fact, doing the calculations, doing the pivoting, using the system. The pros are very good at not showing you that they're using it, but they are, and they are using experience. So I didn't get lucky on that one, and that would have been a brilliant back-to-back one real trapezium kick shot there by ApexElgenio, but it wasn't to be. It was not to be. So missing that 8, still some problems here for Daniel King. So it's not easy. I've kicked at the ball, didn't leave anything too easy. But he has, he just needs to sort out that 1 and that, I believe it's the 4 ball. So if he can sort out that would be good. So he looks okay. Here. He has the 4. Not sure if he can slide past the 8, or is he going to go for the 1. If it was the 4, he would have played it already. So it doesn't seem as if the 4 passes, or does it? I think it does. He's going for the 4. So it does pass. So let's see here. Oh, he's coming 2 rails. Okay, really nice. Oh, that's nice. Really nice there by Daniel King. And so calm. Just look at how he's moving around the table. You guys, I would be heartbroken if you guys told me that this young man was not the future talent of Jamaica. Future talent. I've been searching for a talent like this. And, I definitely know that I have found it. Daniel King here. First signed player to the Apex Predator Billiards fan page. Talented young man there, but wow. Missing again. Remember that in rack number 1. You can see he's very, very disappointed there. In rack number 1, he has a little bit of support from his friend in the background there. Respect to those 2 guys. Those are young talent. I don't think the other guy really plays pool. But you can see a screenshot of my recently released video, the full table bank. Just so you guys don't know that this is coincidence, because I know that a lot of players be like, he got lucky, and sometimes I do. I can't say a lie, guys, but I do get lucky. But you can see that I did take some time here, really lining up the shot. I called the bank. And like I said, everything that I do in training always seems to follow me. And the right opportunity came up here where I just executed this shot. Absolutely perfect here. Look at that shot. Wow. Beautiful shot there by ApexElgenio. 1 rail bank. Let's have a look at the replay here. Beautiful cue delivery. No head movement, no body movement. Cue is still. Cue ball is under control. Beautiful shot there by ApexElgenio. What a shot. What a shot there. And you can see Daniel King felt that one, just tucked up behind the wall there. I don't know what he's around there doing, but at this point in time, Daniel King, I have no time to show any emotions. I really want to play. I don't want to play you easy, because if I do, you're not going to take it serious. I've got to show you that if you make a blunder, if you make a mistake at a higher level, you are going to be punished. And this is exactly what you're facing. And you're facing this when I'm not even in my top shape. I am literally 6 weeks out of active pool. I've just been working. I'm a mathematics instructor by day. I'm a pool player by night. I'm a motivator by day. I'm a little bit of everything. You guys can follow all my socials. That is pinned in the description box below. All my TikTok pages, guys. You can check me out. I'm a motivator. I'm a math instructor, and I'm a professional pool player and pool code. So check that out, guys. Check out my teaching channel if you guys would love to, if you guys are weak at mathematics is my area of expertise. So if you guys would like to check out my channel, you can see Daniel King having his head down. I did catch him here, and that's something that you need to stop doing, Daniel King. If you are, you don't want to do that during the game. You don't want to get down on yourself. You missed a shot, and that's normal for a lot of pro players. You're gonna miss shots. But you have to be steady, focused mentally. When your mental is right, you just get your cue up like you just did there, resettle, refocus. And this is what I like about that young man. He gets down on himself a little bit because he has such high expectation for himself. But, he's ready again, ready to go. It is 4-1 there. And there you can see, again, another example of that pop break there. I did feel like, let's have a look at my break shot here, guys. Let me know your true thoughts. Pop break, beautiful break in terms of how the cue ball squat towards near the middle of the table. But that pop break always leaves me with a cluster near the rack area, and that cluster there is an area that it just prevents you from running out. When Shane Van Boening breaks, all the balls are scattered. When Dr. Dave Billiards break, all the balls are scattered. I want to get that consistency. Now, whilst I can run, I've run maybe hundreds, I'm going to say 100, not thousands, but hundreds of racks that just look impossible. There's a few on my channel as well, but I have at least 100 plus runouts over my career that I literally have not been able to record, where I've run out some crazy racks. But let's get back to this here. Can I run this rack out? I don't know. 8 ball is that type of game, as I said earlier, where unlike 9 ball, where after the break you can literally say, okay, play this shot for that angle, for this positional zone, get out. 8 ball is kind of like a game where you just kind of shot by shot you develop the rack. So here I'm playing the 7, developing here the 2 ball. Didn't really develop it, but I got a little bit of a roll, and it's that drift again. Kind of drift, because I thought I was going to be snookered behind the 8 and the 12, but it just rolled out enough for the 2 here. So now I have a ball that's tied up, so I'm gonna have to stun here. You guys are not seeing the visual clearly here, but let's stun out. Okay, all right. So I developed the 5. That's not bad. Came around a little bit hot and heavy, but here I can see, and you can fan of the hand there. Fan of the hand. I didn't land perfectly how I wanted to, but can I see the 5? I don't know. Let's see what problems we have. We have the 6 ball that's tied up with the 15 here. 6 ball has a pocket, so that's fine. Let's see here. The 8 ball is still tied up. I'm not sure. I don't remember what happened here, guys. Okay, so I believe I called the bank. So I'm literally going all out aggressive. I feel like this was where I also blundered as well. I blundered here as well, guys. I was a little bit too aggressive. Now, I mean, it's safe to say that maybe I should or shouldn't have gone for the bank, but I just felt like I could have made the bank and really done something with the cue ball. And this is also a huge downfall in a lot of players' game. You get on the offensive, and I feel like maybe I should have looked at a defensive option there. I did not consider a defensive option there. It was all out, guns blazing. I was already halfway through the rack, and again, if I'm playing with a stronger player, I know you guys are saying, hey Apex, you would have been punished, and I don't disagree. I would have been punished, but I'm not playing with a stronger player. I'm playing with a player who has a lot of, has an immense ability here. Let's give him a chance to see what he can do. We're not focusing. Had I been playing with a stronger player, I think I maybe would have played a lot better. But let's see here. Daniel King on the 14 ball here, potting it, coming over really nice, bumping 1 reels, beautiful there. Let's see here. Does he have any problems? He has the 15. Don't know. He's looking at the 13 ball. I don't know. Let's see here. So he's going down and he's looking. He's playing a little bit above center there. He's going to walk around the table, and if he's not comfortable, he's not going to just shoot a wild shot and just hope to get lucky. He's very purposeful with his intent. He doesn't go after shot unless he knows what he wants, unless he's comfortable with the outcome. So even if he does make a mistake, he's going to literally take the opportunity here. And so he's looking at where is he comfortable if he was to play this shot. So he looks like he's aiming center, maybe, or he's aiming below center. He's trying to draw the cue ball, or he was trying to stun the cue ball, but I don't know. He didn't leave himself here. I think he was looking at the 10 earlier, but he ended up getting the 11, and he's still on the offensive, and it's a big shot. You're gonna see, you saw earlier, we were under pressure. He was bridging over the corner pocket. He executed a shot there, but let's see. He missed the shot. He missed the 11, but he got a roll. He's gotten a roll here, and he looks a little nervous. Let me know, guys, if you think he's a bit nervous. He did say he was nervous. He got a roll here because that 11 ball just rolled up and blocked the jump angle for the 5. So I don't have much option here. I'm just gonna have to. I'm looking at the jump. I want to pull off one of those Ko-Ping Yi or Ko-Ping Chong shot there. So here you can see on screen, I'm pulling up the pro kicking secret, the pro secret to kicking video. And I also released a video recently, Sid Banner 3 cushion billiards, 1 real kick system, guys. This is the system that could be used to make contact with the 4, but I used a different system that I learned a few years ago. I don't use it a lot. As I said, 8 ball doesn't require a lot of the things that I teach here on my channel because I'm a dedicated I'm a dedicated rotation pool player. But here you see I'm using what is called a double the rail kick here. So what I do is that I measure the distance from the cue ball to the rail. I double that distance, and then I project a line towards the target, and then where that line meets the rail, that's my aiming point. Now if you were to go on YouTube and type in Tor Lori easy kick, if you can type in Tor Lori easy kick, there you can see I can't spell very well, funny guys, but type in that Tor Lori easy kick. Tor Lori has a video where he released the end rail kick, and he also explains how to actually kick out of safeties without using a numerical calculation. A lot of players are not big fans of kicking, because if you're an 8 ball player, you don't get a lot of balls to kick. But here you can see an instance has popped up here where this particular system saves me here. Beautiful contact there, flush hit there, and will I get lucky there? The 4 ball, oh, it hangs in the pocket. Have I gotten a roll here? I don't think so. Even though it's in the pocket, Daniel King, I'm not sure if he knows that he can actually, I think he does. You can play the 15 into the 4 and have the 15 pot. So, while the 4 is hanging in the pocket, it's not completely blocked. And he has the 11, so I'm gonna call this a blunder. I did escape. I rather to give up a shot and have Daniel King run or try to run the rack as opposed to missing the kick. So let's see here. And this was a very questionable shot, and you will see it in my reaction on my face. Daniel King shoots the 11 here, and he misses the shot. Now, it was a funny little reaction. Let's have a look at the replay here. Let me know, guys, if in the comments, do you think that this was a foul? Was the split shot? It looks like it touched the 11 first. That's why it overcut. Then it touched the 5. Do you guys think that was a foul? Let me know. As you see me getting up on the table here, you will realize that I have a little bit of a concerned look on my face here as I walked. Have a look here, guys. You can see I'm making up my face. I was kind of wondering, was that a foul? It looked a little bit funny. But nevertheless here, I'm just going to take it. I'm not in a mess where I have to contest the shot. I have the 4 ball, so just I was trying to go into the 15, but I missed the breakout. So that's also again another area in my game where sometimes I get a little bit too nonchalant around the table, too complacent. I felt like I didn't really assess the shot, and this is where Daniel King really had my number. He had my number in terms of he was very controlled around the table. I was just more like using shot making ability at some points. At some intermissions during the game, I actually was too relaxed for my liking. I didn't go through my usual setup there. They can see a wild shot there. I don't think that even if I had been able to make the 5, let's have a look at replay here. Let's look at where it came short side here on the 15. It could not have been an intended safety. I was actually going for the pot. And let's have a look at where the cue ball lands. Even if I had made it into the intended pocket, I would have left myself really, really nasty here on the 8. But again, I'm getting the rules because now the 4 ball is gone and now the 5 ball has now been hanging in the pocket. Now it makes the pot on the 15 for Daniel King a little bit harder because I'm not sure if it squeezes past the 5. I don't think he's looking at it as yet. I'm getting the rolls. I'm getting the rolls. So I consider myself very lucky in this match in terms of the fact that I messed up a couple of times and the pool gods rewarded me. But let's see here. Daniel King, tricky position here he's in. Tough pot there on the 11, either into the side or into the corner. It's gonna be a tough pot. So let's see. I don't know, he's not feeling very comfortable. Obviously he knows that it's an important shot. So if he can just somehow, there's not much safety option as well. Let me know, guys, if you see any safety options. I did think, well, he can't play off the 10 onto the short rail. If he even leaks this shot, I'm going to be able to pot the 5. So he has to go all out aggressive here. Let me know if you think that maybe there was a safety element available. I don't know, guys. I don't see any. Maybe off the 15 to the short rail. But Daniel King going for the pot on the 11. Tried, but missed the shot. I left it here all the way up on the short rail. Now this is not, it's clear shot. And this is a pocket hanger. I've spoken about this shot. Neil's fine also. I've spoken about pocket hanger as well. One of the toughest shots in the game to play position. And you can see I didn't really size up anything. I was just more like whack at this ball. And that's what I did. I kind of just whack at that ball. And look at how the pool gods helped me here. Kicked it into position. Crazy, isn't it? Wow, you can see I am happy. I'm happy to have got the shot on the 8, but I'm very disappointed because I really should have got myself snooker. There was no plan in how I was going to play that 8. I just definitely got lucky as a friend here, but I really say. But all right, there we go, guys. 5-1. Daniel King is feeling the pressure. And it's nothing is going his way at the moment, but I promise you guys, if you are watching this video to this point in the match here, stay tuned. You are going to be enjoying. In fact, I'm going to bring this part of the video to the end and I'm going to bring you into part 2. I'm going to release part 2 in you should see it on the channel, so you guys can check that out here, guys. But it's 5-1. I'm going to give him a chance. He did say to me that he was a little nervous, so I gave him a chance to go on the table, to knock a few balls, and give him a pep talk and tell him to believe in himself. He can do it, he can push through, and let's see what he comes with in it's a race to 10, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a race to 10. Let's see how Daniel King gets the fight back. The fight back by Daniel the Sniper King here on Apex Predator Billiards Training. Alright, guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, here, keep on practicing with precision, accuracy, consistency, and control. And we will pick up in rack number, let me see here, rack number 6. No. Alright, so let's jump right into that here, guys. Giving him a little bit of a pep talk there. There was no need for me to actually show you the practice session, but here you can see. I'll see you in the next upload, guys. Take care. Until then, bye-bye.
Yeah, it's a problem. When you see me, it's a problem. I'm so high up. Woo, woo, woo. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on